Hello, Facebook friends and family. How are you guys doing today? I hope that everyone is doing wonderful and swell per usual. Well, I left my wig brush at home and I really need to brush this hair. But me and Mally just got done eating us some breakfast at IHOP before we get our day started of running errands and making moves so that we can move. But anywho, matter of fact, words of encouragement. I was just in IHOP and it was these young girls in there, and they were both in there with one guy. And I didn't even realize that they had a little car seat baby as well until they left. But me and Mally sat down to eat our breakfast or whatnot, and I just kept hearing this girl lash out yelling, talking to this guy. And I ended up turning around a few times because I didn't know if she was about to start fighting this man or not. And then my baby had got a little bit scared, so he jumped on the side of the booth with me. You know, so the IHOP workers were trying to get the situation under control. And what we all noticed is that these kids were so young. I don't know if they was teenagers or if they were in their 20s, but if they were in their 20s, what you say, baby?
The movie that we just passed.
We're gonna go to the movies tomorrow to see the movie that you want to see, okay? But these children were so young. If they were not teenagers, they were only about 21. It don't seem as if they were even 22 years old. And the lady ended up saying, you know, they're having an entanglement back there. And it is so crazy to me because they were just so young. And it reminds me of when I was young, because I was a teenage mother. I had a cheating ass boyfriend or whatever who thought it was all fun and games to put me in all type of shit with bitches and things like that. But to be so young and going through that, I just pray for them, because even though I wasn't really the one for the drama between two different females and things like that, and I wasn't one to fight over a man, I was in a lot of drama because I had a baby daddy who fucked with a whole bunch of women, and they thought that they should come for me at times. So I just wanted to pray for them, and words of encouragement. Like, we have to talk to our kids about things like this, because being so young and going through things like that is not good. And even my daughter, who is only in the 11th grade, you know, she has a friend or whatever who has a baby, and the girl is just going through so much. And it's like grown stuff. Like, you going through what I go through, and I'm in my 30s. Like, I'm just praying for young girls. And this is why I say I want to be somewhat of a motivational speaker and things like that, because granted, I went through a lot when I was younger. I didn't go through the things that I'm seeing these girls go through, like why domestic violence and stuff like that at such a young age. No man should be beating on you. You know, your baby daddy, your boyfriend, it doesn't matter who it, your daddy, your uncle, it doesn't matter who it is. No man should be beating on you, and you shouldn't think that it's cute. And I say that because the girl was walking around and then she's smoking the breeze all through the IHOP. And we're all just looking like, you caused such a scene with this man. And they arguing. She's like, you broke ass nigga. He like, I'm broke, but I got all this money in my pocket. And she's like, you only got $400. And it was really reminding me of Medea's Big Happy Family when Tiana Taylor was like, buy me. Like, that's how they were in IHOP. And we have to pray for our younger people, because that's not cute. I don't care if Love and Hip Hop make it look like it's cute. I don't watch TV, so I don't really know what else is out now. But you know, Bad Girls Clubs and things like that, if they make that stuff look cute, but it's really not cute. It's really not cute. And the girls were so pretty. Like, these are two beautiful young ladies, but the attitude is like, oh my God. But you see, and I'm not saying don't voice your opinion or express how you feel about things, because I'm definitely one for voicing my opinion and expressing how I feel about things. But, and that's why I'm doing it now, because I've been there and done that. And at less than 20 years old, you should not be this close to a man's face, arguing with him, calling him broke bitches and everything out in public, because still that is a man or a young boy, and you're breaking his confidence down as well as a man, saying you only got $400. And we trying to teach men too that domestic violence is not the key. But you got to also think, like, if you're in his face in public yelling, calling him all types of bitches and disrespecting him and down talking him, whether he's doing the same to you or not, I didn't hear him disrespecting her, but that doesn't mean that he didn't. However, I did just hear him keep saying, like, well, I'm about to go, and he eventually ended up leaving the IHOP and leaving the 2 other girls and the baby inside of IHOP. But we have to talk about those things because it's not worth it. And then we're in Royal Oak. And you should be glad that they didn't call the police, because they could have. And it would have been all types of charges and things going against you. You could be going to court for something so simple. You know? So, yeah, words of encouragement, like communication is key. Talk about things and figure it out. And she said that they were in an entanglement. I don't believe in entanglements anymore. I ain't gonna never say I haven't been in one, but I don't. Damn, this lady just walked into this person's car like she was a car. Mally, did you see that?
Yes, that's inside.
But yes, we have to do better. We have to do better. And that's crazy, because I was just talking to my friend yesterday when I was at his house and we was watching a movie. And we were watching movies about polygamists, and it was a polygamous couple in a movie and things like that. But everything is not always peaches and cream, and you're going to have disagreements and all types of things. And Jesus, the young generation, like, and this is what I mean. I made a video yesterday too, and I was talking about how our elders are, or it was this week, I don't know if it was yesterday or what, but how our elders set the example for us. And it's females in their 40s and shit right now who would be trying to fight over a man, who would be causing a scene just like that about a man, and the man to think that this shit cute. And I don't understand that, but it's happening day and nights. And it's like the older the women is, the worse it is.
Mommy, I just heard somebody else.
And that's so crazy. So of course, what you think our generation gonna act like if they see their mamas and aunties acting like that about a man? And I mean, in this boy's face, yelling. I'm pretty sure spit was hitting him on the lips and the nose and shit. This is crazy. But anyway, I also wanted to talk about something else because I was having a little dilemma of my own. So my DTE bill is a little bit high, right? And it's actually, it was a little bit high from my previous house that I had on Griggs. When I ended up having to leave my house, my DTE bill was a little over $400. And since then, it has been added on. Another additional $100 and something was added on to the previous bill, making my back due balance about $580. And then when I finally got to the point at this apartment where I needed to have the lights turned on in my name, of course they will transfer the back due bill over. So we're gonna round it off to $600. The $600 past due bill was tacked on. And my bill for this month, and I think last month, came up to about $187. So all in all, my DTE bill is almost $800. And I was just praying because I'm trying to move. But when I move, I'm going to need DTE anyway, right? So I'm just praying to God. And everybody know I don't got no job, but God always seems to make a way out of no way for me. And I just had to buy my car. So with my tax money and things like that, I was buying my car, making sure that my car was insured and things so that I could use my vehicle towards, making money to do the other things that I need to do until I do, get a job if I get one, or the moves that I need to make. However, I bought my vehicle and paid my insurance and stuff to make sure that me and my kids can be mobile. And, I mean, I did a few other things, took care of a few other things or whatnot. But I still have one thing left that I need to pay off of my credit. And I still have the DTE bill as well. And I have a few things that I need to get done on my car. Like I need to get my brakes and rotors and stuff fixed. So I've been trying to penny pinch till it's time for me to make the moves that I want to make or whatnot. So I'm saying my prayers because I get a shut-off notice from DTE. And they're like, okay, you have to pay the past due balance of $500 and I'm going to round it off to $580 by March 7th, which is today, or we're going to shut off your services. So I'm saying my prayers. I'm asking God to make sure he makes a way out of no way for me so that I could be able to pay my DTE. So I ended up filling out an SCR, which is from a state emergency relief, which is from the Department of Health and Human Services. And I ended up filling that out because being that I used to work for DTE, I know that once you fill that out, they have to give you at least 10 days extra while they wait for DHS to approve or deny your SCR. So as I'm waiting, I filled it out on the 5th and everything is due on the 7th. But I get a notification from Wayne Metro. They saying, okay, they can help me, but I need to be able to provide the number for the SCR. However, my DHS worker has not approved my SCR yet. So I'm laying in the bed and I'm like, okay, well, I know that they should be able to help me. Like, damn, I got these kids. I don't have a job or any income right now, and I'm really trying to get on my feet and get started, but that's what these services are for. And people be thinking that I don't be applying, but in our reality, I be applying, I just never get approved, or I end up getting denied. And this is why I pray to God and I depend on God before I depend on the government or anyone else. So, you know, I'm praying, and boom, I end up having the money to pay the bill. So I wake up this morning and I look at my DTE letter again, which I had looked at last night. And I was just filling out all the paperwork again that I needed to fill out for Wayne Metro for them to pay it. But something told me, like, no, just take the cash and pay it. Because, I mean, you don't have an approval letter from SCR, even though Wayne Metro is saying that they will help you. Your DHS worker isn't approving it. So you are blessed with the money. God blessed you with the money, and he blessed you with the money in the nick of time. So pay the DTE bill. And I'm like, granted, I could use this $800 to go towards something else, to go towards moving or fixing my car or doing other things that me and my kids need. They got eyeglass appointments coming up this weekend and everything. And I could really use the $800 to do those things, especially if I could get DHS or Wayne Metro to pay the DTE bill, or at least the past due balance, and I pay the rest. But God said no. He said, you have the money. You don't wait on them. Don't wait on them. Even though, granted, they should do it for you. You prayed and you asked me for the money, and I made sure that I provided the money for you. So don't save it for nothing else. Spend it on exactly what you prayed for. And when I say he may not come when you want him, but he'll be there right on time, they said they were going to shut my stuff off today. And I haven't been approved for any of the assistance yet, but I have the funds for it. So I went ahead and I paid my DTE bill so that I wouldn't have any problems and I wouldn't have to deal with any shutoffs or anything like that. But words of encouragement: pray, and never give up. Always have faith. See, they say faith without work is dead. Like, you have to make the moves, you have to make this, you got to do this, but pray. He may not come when you want him, but he'll be there right on time. He gave me them funds yesterday. The shutoff was today. He gave it to me in the nick of time, and I still didn't pay it yesterday because I was waiting to see if I would get an email about being approved, which I did get an email. However, I need an approval from another person as well. And God said, no, you only need to be approved by me. And I blessed you with what you need. So don't wait. Don't rely on nobody else. I gave you what you need. And I just want to give somebody else that same encouragement. Don't wait on nobody else. Rely on God, because he is going to provide your every need. And he may not come when you want him, but he gonna be there right on time. You just have to believe and have faith and never, ever, ever, ever give up. Don't give up hope. He will never leave you or forsake you. He's going to always provide for you no matter what. And that I know. So I said my prayers and I said my intentions, and I manifested that God will be able to provide me what I need. And today, this morning, as my children were getting ready for school, and I was dwelling on paying the bill or waiting to see if I would be approved for assistance, I got the message, pay the bill. Don't wait. God has given you what you needed plus some. So pay the bill and do everything else that you need to do as well. Because your breakthrough is on the way. Your breakthrough is on the way. This little blessing is, sit back and put that seatbelt back on. This little blessing is just minor. Just another test to see if you got your faith in God or not. If you prayed for him to make sure you had the money to pay the bill, then why are you want to hold on to the money? Spend it. It's mine, I spend it. I'm riding around and I'm getting it. You know, it's mine, I spend it. God said it's yours, spend it. You asked for it. You asked to be able to pay the bill. I gave it to you. Now do that. Don't worry about how you're going to do the other stuff, because just like you prayed and I made a way that time, pray again and I'm going to make a way another time and another time and another time, because I know what you've been through and I know what your intentions are. So I provided what you needed. Don't wait on approval for anybody else. I am all the approval that you need. I paid that motherfucking DTE bill this morning, and I'm about to go on about my day, and I'm going to still do what I need to do for my kids as far as their eyeglass appointments and everything else that's coming up as well. Because God is going to continue to make a way out of no way, because that is just what he does. So I want to give those words of encouragement to somebody, like never give up, never stop praying. They say push until something happens, but you push until something happens, meaning pray until something happens, and then you keep on pushing. You keep pushing. So that means you keep praying, because when it happens, guess what? Some more gonna happen. Some more blessings gonna happen, and some more blessings gonna happen. So I get up every day. Thank you, Father, for waking me up. Thank you, Father, for keeping food in me and my kids' stomachs. Thank you, Father, for making a way out of no way. Thank you, Father, for providing shelter for us. Everything, even if it's not how I want it to be, God always makes a way out of no way, and he's preparing my table for me. And I really appreciate that. So keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. Pray until something happens. And when it happens, start thanking. So then you pushing and you thanking. You pushing and you thanking. Okay? Have a great day, guys. I love you.